Residents of a North Central Florida community are drawing a line in the sand. They're challenging a plan for a possible sand mine. TV 20's Taylor Simpson tells us how they got Marion County commissioners to side with them.
More than 60 residents wore orange representing Orange Springs, speaking against a sand mine that was coming to their neighborhoods. A special use permit was proposed to turn into a sand mine nearly 200 acres of land off Highway 318 near Horseshoe Lake in Orange Springs.
I have two children that have special needs. One is deaf and also have autism, and I have chronic lung disease. So I just imagine 50 trucks a day just beeping and going and everything going on.
At the county commission meeting, many residents spoke against the mine, bringing up issues like water pollution, noise, dust, and safety.
Live by your oath. Protect these kids. It ain't about fish. It ain't about water. It's about human life. For sand. For sand.
But attorney David Tillman, representing MG Cattle Company, says the mine belongs in the area.
There is a need for sand. It is necessary, and this is one of the least impactful mines that has been brought before y'all.
But county commissioners listened to residents, voting unanimously to deny the sand mine in Orange Springs.
We're just happy that our community came together. We stopped this project from happening. Industrial, whether it's borrowing, sand mining, mass grading, we knew what was good for our community.
Although residents are rejoicing, commissioners warned them that a year from now, another developer may try to build something on the land. Taylor Simpson, TV 20 News.
An appeals court today